Hey guys, and welcome to another First Impressions video, the video game series in which we take a look at a recently released title and I give you my first thoughts and impressions on it. Today we're looking at Truck Simulator City, which is god fucking awful. It's like everything ETS and ATS is, but worse, if you can believe that. Like, ATS and ETS are the pinnacle. They are the highest standard that you can sort of achieve, and this falls massively short. I actually thought it was a early access title or a demo. No, this is full release. Oh boy. As always, we'll look through the settings first and then we'll jump into the game and I will show you what you can do in the game and what you really can't do in the game. Also, it is worth noting that there is no audio controls, but I'll show you that in just a second. Alright then. This is your options menu. Woeful is the word I would use. You've got full screen or full screen windowed. Huh? What do you mean by or? I don't understand. Resolution. Your graphics settings, low, medium, high, and then FPS open or off. I think that open is meant to mean unlimited frame rate and off is meant to cap it at 60, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, this weird camera angle it's got going in the background is fucking horrendous. There are no audio settings at all. There's no customization for the options. It's just awful, and I don't know why they've gone with this whole like sort of mixed graphic text. Like, why not have this in the same as this? It's almost like this game strikes me that they put all of the money, assuming they did get a license, into the license for making the Volvo, and then they had nothing else left over, so they've just kind of scraped a game together with just the really nice Volvo graphics on the outside. That's what this game feels like to me. Then you've got language selection, and that's it. There's no other accessibility options. There's no graphic update options. There's no, anisotropic filtering. There's no textiles. There's no textures. There's nothing. This is woeful for a menu, and unfortunately the game gets even worse from here. Let's jump into it. Alright, we're in the game. The first issue I have, outside of the fact that you can't adjust the audio at all whatsoever, is the fact that the controller only sort of semi-works. You can turn, but no button actually sort of does anything. You can't drive with it. You can't move it. All you can do is change, which means that you are left with keyboard controls. Now, I don't know whether the wheel works with this. I don't want to install this onto my streaming PC to find out. It's that simple. You can change to camera view for the inside, although the textures in here, the lines, everything, it's awful. Maybe I've been spoiled, and that's what it is. Maybe I've been spoiled with Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator and Farming Sim, but I expect more. Everything looks fuzzy, it looks blurry, the dash heads-up display don't actually change or do anything. The place where the sat-nav is, the sat-nav itself is awful. The minimap in the bottom right doesn't show you anything, doesn't tell you where you're supposed to go, doesn't give you any directions. You've got this weird compass on the base of your screen, which is awful. And the way that the mouse sort of scrolls around is so accelerated, and again, there's no way to change it, that it's really jarring. And if you turn it too much, then it will have a fit, especially when you move and go back to original view, which is really jarring. Next issue is sound. More sound issues. The engine sounds fucking awful. The gears make no sense at all. They're not proper gear setups for a truck. Your handling is really weird. You have bad sound effects when you crash, and again, no cosmetic damage, but I don't really expect that, especially if they're using an actual license, which I don't know if they are or not for this Volvo, so that's interesting. And the speed is just very unrealistic. Like, you're 0 to 100 in very little time, and you're exceeding 100 miles an hour very easily with, if the side of the truck is to be believed, a 460 engine, which just, it wouldn't happen. The wheels look awful. It looks like you're sort of gliding on the ground as opposed to driving on it. For some reason, the axles look like they're at a weird angle, and you sort of clip through everything. I don't understand. There are parking missions you can do, stunts which you can do in this, but you only get this one Volvo in this really horrible world. Like, it's very bland. There's nothing going on. There's no actual places to go. It doesn't look like the deliveries actually mean anything. And when I tried the missions earlier, it told me that I had to pick up a trailer, but there was no trailer there, so I couldn't do it. And the game doesn't tell you how to buy a trailer, it just tells you need to buy a trailer. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It also seems to change which direction you're supposed to be on, or which lane you're supposed to be on the road. Like, I was driving on that side earlier and the cars were going the same way as me, and now they're not, which makes no sense. So this game is just bad. It's a very empty world with nothing going on, some weird ass stunts that you can do in a truck that doesn't look as good as I know it should, that doesn't sound like it should, that doesn't perform like it should. I'm going 145 miles an hour apparently, because of course I am. It's disappointing. Like, I didn't expect much coming into this, but it's fallen short of what I expected. Like, the premise for it sounded really cool. Like, Euro Truck Simulator that's just in a kind of own world, if you like, that you can do anything you want on. Really cool. But in actuality, I'd just take Euro Truck Simulator. I just would. Or American Truck Simulator. There's customization. There's different trucks to choose from. The sound assets are better. The visuals are better. Everything is clearer. The truck actually behaves as you would expect a truck to behave. It's just... Avoid it, guys. It's like £5.79 on Steam right now, but avoid. Don't waste your money. Wait until ETS goes on sale and buy that. You'll have more fun. You'll enjoy it more. You won't be disappointed. I'm going to stop driving around now, and I'm probably going to go and actually play some Euro Truck Simulator. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.